What's up, everybody? So, some new info just dropped on Rise of the Ronin, which will be a Soulslike coming next year in early 2024. So, for those who aren't familiar with this game, it is an action game developed by Team Ninja, the developers of Wolong and the Neo series. And this time it will be set in Japan in the late 1800s. So we're going away with the Sengoku era because I do agree that it has been overplayed. Now you are going to have foreign invaders, you're going to have guns. It's going to be very interesting. This game is a PS5 exclusive, so that's also a bonus that it is not a cross-gen game. I'm sure it may come to PC at some point. So now about the leak, we do have screenshots and we do have new information. This leak is coming from the Snitch server. The Snitch is very reliable when it comes to Sony games. He has leaked God of War Ragnarok in the past, and especially since the leaks are accompanied with screenshots to show evidence, I do believe this could be real, but as always, just take it with a grain of salt. So it says that the game is a mixture of Assassin's Creed, Ghost of Tsushima, and Dark Souls. Now, I think that could be an interesting combination. I really love, obviously, Dark Souls, and Ghost of Tsushima was one of my favorite PlayStation exclusives. And for Assassin's Creed, even though I personally didn't like Valhalla, it does have some great ideas in there. How you have to hunt down the secret society. I always thought that was a really nice touch. So let's continue. It says that many item descriptions are used to make the lore bigger and better. It was produced in craftsmanship style associated with a renowned blacksmith named Okisato Nagasone, who lived in Musashi during the 17th century and was also known to Kotetsu. There is numerous side quests that are more like Ubisoft side quest designs. There are difficulty options. There are skill and technique trees, and there's performance and quality modes trying to improve fidelity before launch. There are planned romance options, and it is planned for Q1 2024. Now, I don't know how I feel about the difficulty options. That might lesser the game in my opinion. I really liked how Elden Ring approached difficulty, where there was the regular mode, and using summons is basically the easy mode. And that is interesting that the game gives you tools to adjust the difficulty however you like it, without actually lowering the difficulty of the fight itself. So anyways, we'll see how that pans out. Romance options, I'm not really into narrative driven games and all that RPG elements that some games have, like The Witcher and games like that. So it's not really for me, but some people might like it. And as for the skill and technique trees, we actually have a screenshot, so let's take a look at this. So this skill tree looks pretty simple. It reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima's stance skill tree, where you would learn certain moves on certain stances. You would prioritize your favorite ones. It seems like there might be upgrades to healing in this skill tree. Let's move on to the next screenshot. It says you discovered that your blade twin is alive. Now you feel compelled to find out what happened to them after you were separated from them on the black ship. So this is quite obviously a mission description. It says mission level 6 at the top right corner. Now, I don't believe that the game will be mission based. It looks like it will be open world. And this might just be a mission that you activate within the open world, much like Ghost of Tsushima. If we take a look at the next screenshot, this is very much a Ubisoft-esque map where it will show stables and blacksmith and other points of interest. You can see at the bottom it says collection rate 11%, which implies that there are a lot of hidden objectives and artifacts to collect. Now, I'm not too crazy about fetch quests and stuff like that, so I do hope it's not going to be too bloated like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I guess time will tell. Now, one thing that's interesting is that they are allegedly targeting Q1 of 2024, which would make it only a year after Wolong released, and that is pretty impressive. They are able to pump out Wolong and then only a year later pump out another high quality game. That will be a huge W for Team Ninja. They haven't disappointed me with Neo 2 and Wolong, so I am hyped for what they have cooking up next. Now, we have seen only a minute and a half of this game, but it's pretty impressive. It looks like it's going to be unique. One thing that I didn't like about Wolong is how closely it actually resembled Neo 2. In Neo 2, the missions would go something like this. You have an ally, they get infected by the power of the Spirit Stones, they become a monster, you are forced to kill your ally, and then the cycle continues. And in Wolong, it was the exact same thing. You have an ally, and then he uses the elixir, becomes a demon, and you're forced to kill him. It is the exact same thing over and over and over in almost every single mission. So with this game happening in a totally different era, I think it's going to be great. There is also the fact that Wolong and Neo 2 were limiting themselves by being mission based. Now, by going open world, they're going to add a lot of opportunities for unique gameplay moments, unique story moments. I think, honestly, this game is going to be good. I do like that it looks like there's going to be a lot of gadgets. You can roam through the sky with a mechanical device, and there are going to be guns, not just swords. It definitely looks promising. So that's it for the video. Let me know in the comment section what you think about these leaks. Does these leaks hype you up more, or are you not interested in this game at all? I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way you never miss another video. And I'll see you guys on the next one.